Greetings, empathetic, generous, creative Pisces. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and tarot card reader, and now I'm going to do the May 2020 overview for Pisces. I'm going to do a tarot reading and talk about the planets at the end, and definitely stick around to the end because there's some major planetary shifts happening in May. And if you're just stumbling upon this channel for the first time, please subscribe. And I recommend that you watch the videos for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you don't know your sun, moon, and rising sign, then you should definitely contact me to have a reading. Everyone should have their chart done at least once in life. It's a wonderful tool for self-awareness and self-discovery, and I love doing it. So I'm going to flip over the cards, and as we enter the month of May, Pisces, you are the Fool, a new start, a new beginning, standing on the point of all possibilities. And you are covered by the Three of Swords reversed, so heart, healing. And you are crossed by the Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity, a new business or financial opportunity. Can also possibly be a gift, financial or otherwise. The basis is the Two of Cups. So this looks like love, romance, really connecting with someone intimately, eye to eye. What's leaving in May is delays in wishes. What could come into being around mid-month, we see you holding your own in the face of adversity or just in the face of a lot coming at you. What will come into being also mid-month, there could be something getting stalled in place, halted. There could be an unexpected twist of events for the worse. Fears or insecurities, the Ten of Swords. This could be about possibly a completion, an ending of some kind in your life. It can have to do with obsession also. Others see you is the Four of Swords reversed. So others see you coming out of a period of isolation, retreat, reflection, and yeah, possibly others see you as turning around your some ideas that you had about something. Your positive feeling, the Hermit. This can be for some people that you have positive feelings about an older and wiser person in your life. For some people, it means that you just have very positive feelings about your solitude, about spending time alone, about being by yourself. And for others yet, this means that you have positive feelings about aging and maturity. And then the outcome is the Knight of Swords reversed. So at the end of the month, we see a man who is conflicted about something. And that is the broad tarot overview for Pisces. Again, if you contact me directly, I can be much more specific with you about the cards. But now I want to move on to talking about the planets, because there's a lot going on in the sky in May. 3 planets are going retrograde in May, and there are 4 planetary ingresses happening in May. So big energetic shifts that we're experiencing collectively that will be affecting us all individually in our own lives in varying ways depending on how it relates to our own planets, which is why I always encourage everyone to get their own chart read so that they can start kind of seeing that roadmap of life. And May 5th, the true node moves into Gemini. So the nodal axis is changing to the Gemini-Sagittarius axis, which is very significant. Our collective North Star is shifting. And when that happens, it's all going to do with Gemini-Sagittarius themes. If you want to know what those themes are, contact me for a reading. And if you want to know where the nodes, which houses in your chart they're moving in, we can look at that. And it's super interesting. And it'll... you know, the North Node is all about Dharma and higher purpose, and the South Node is all about karma and what we need to be letting go of in order to align with our higher purpose. May 7th is the full moon of Scorpio. It's a very powerful full moon, a very psychic full moon. Scorpio is trine Pisces. Pisces is already very mystical and psychic too, so it works with Pisces. Full moons bring heightened emotion, they bring heightened intuition, they bring heightened psychic receptivity. The Scorpio full moon is the most psychic of all of the full moons, And it highlights issues like sex, death, rebirth, regeneration, transformation, research, mysteries, digging, probing, other people's money. All of these things are highlighted under the Scorpio full moon. So any of those themes could come up around May 7th. May 11th, Saturn goes retrograde in Aquarius. This is the first retrograde of May. It's at 1 degree Aquarius. For the Pisces rising personality, that's going to be happening in your 12th house of hidden karma and secrets. So anyway, but for all Pisces, it's a good time to get a reading because this Saturn business is interesting. It's going to be backing up into Aquarius, into Capricorn next. So May 11th, Mercury enters Gemini. So basically May 11th through May 28th is the golden period for communication. Any documents you need to get done, any contracts you need to get done, any communication you need to clear up, anyone you need to talk to about anything, anything that needs to be written or talked about or communicated, get that done between the 11th and 28th. That's your golden window of May. May 13th, Mars moves into Pisces. So Mars is moving into your sign, Pisces. For the Pisces rising personality, that will be in your house of personality and identity and physical appearance. And, for other Pisces, depending on what your rising sign is, we can look at what house that would move in for you. But in general, collectively, people are more driven by their emotions during the Mars and Pisces period, which will last throughout the end of May. Also May 13th, Venus goes retrograde in Gemini. This is the first Venus retrograde we've had in a year and a half. Venus retrogrades are significant because they have to do with relationships and romance. And Venus also has to do with art and creativity, and it can have to do with money as well. So Venus going retrograde is significant. These are areas of life that everyone really, cherishes, and they're important areas. And when Venus goes retrograde, things in these areas of our life can come up for review. And depending where Venus is retrograding in your chart, we could get very specific with it. But in general, things may come up for review, unresolved issues from the past for your relationship, or unresolved issues with your creativity or your creative process, or, financial issues. They say do not get never get elective cosmetic surgery during Venus retrograde, for instance, and things like that. But May 14th, Jupiter goes retrograde in Capricorn. That's the third and final planet going retrograde. That's enough planets going retrograde in 1 month. Jupiter is the planet of grace and good fortune, so it can feel like a reversal of fortune when it first starts, but usually it's just to force you to go inward, to expand. But for the Pisces rising personality, that will be happening in the 11th house of friends, business associates, groups, organizations. And May 20th, Sun enters Gemini, so it'll be Gemini season. That will be in the 4th house for Pisces. In general, May is a 4th house dominant month for Pisces, so that has to do with issues of home, issues of the past, issues with the ancestors, issues with the mother, those kinds of things, the inner sanctuary. May 22nd is the new moon in Gemini, and new moons are the best time for new starts, and they are the optimum time to plant the seeds that you want to manifest. And the Gemini new moon is all about communication. So for writers out there, this is the optimum time, the May 22nd new moon, to start writing your new whatever it is. If it's a song, if it's a book, if it's a play, a screenplay, whatever you're writing, if it's a legal document, this is the time to start. You will achieve your highest goals. It's also an optimum time to start learning anything new. Gemini rules new learning. So if you want to begin learning anything at this time, it will stick and you will become very good at it. So it's a great time to start learning something new. And in general, at the new moon, it's good to write down your intentions, write down your manifestations with a lot of clarity. The Gemini new moon any communication you want to clear up, anybody who you want to communicate with. Do you want to become a better communicator? Do you want to become a better public speaker? Do you have intentions around writing projects? Do you want to be a writer? Set these intentions under the Gemini new moon. Gemini also rules siblings and neighbors, so any intentions you want to set around siblings or neighbors is great under this. Also, Gemini rules the nervous system, so if you have any issues with that you want to set intentions around, this is the perfect new moon for that. If you want to be on my altar, then I help you write your manifestations, and I bring together the cards, the crystals, the flowers, the candles, and everything that really helps send it up. So yeah, that's May 22nd, and then May 28th, Mercury enters Cancer at the end of the month. So again, communication becomes of a more emotional nature at that time, and throughout the end of the month. And that is the broad tarot and transit overview for Pisces for the month of May. So if you like to, give me a like. If you don't like it, give me a don't like. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please share this video with other Pisces that you know. And please follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.eliannicole. And thank you so much, Pisces. Have a wonderful, wonderful May.